Welcome everybody to the 13th link in the Shin Megami Tensei Network podcast. And before we get started, I have a very important question to ask you. You are a slave. What emancipation? And with that extremely cryptic question, I'm your host Spencer Presley, and joining me as always is Will.
Yo.
And the everly enslaved by sickness, Melissa.
Hello, guys.
And, I don't know if you guys knew, we've all been waiting for November 24th, 20...
3rd. I don't know, 25th?
No, it was the 24th. I'm trying to think of what the time... What was... Will, what's your time zone called? What's your time zone called?
It wasn't my time zone. All I know is that it was 10 p.m. Japanese time.
Yeah, to whatever 10 p.m. Japanese time. And there was a very cryptic live stream. Will, were you watching the live stream?
Hell no. I'm not going to pay to watch that.
Okay. The live stream was extremely weird. I was able to find an archive of it. So it was... We all knew the Persona team was announcing something. We all wanted it to be Persona 5, but all the skeptics in us were like, nah, it's going to be a spinoff. It's just going to be a spinoff this time.
Just going to be one game. That's what we thought.
So the crazy live stream started with a very weird-looking Japanese lady talking to us about a bunch of different Persona spin-off games. They looked interesting, and basically was just one long troll of announcements to lead up to a very short, less than a minute-long Persona 5 trailer. But holy crap, Persona 5, it's announced! Mm-hmm. Now we can all stop getting asked about when's Persona 5 coming. We know absolutely nothing about the game, except for the fact that there was a very short teaser trailer showing folding chairs with balls and chains around it, and the statement, "You are a slave, what emancipation?" English at its finest. But in terms of important news you guys might want to know, it will be directed by Katsura Hashino, and he was the one who directed Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, Persona 3, Persona 4, and also he worked on Catherine. Yeah.
Oh, right.
So yeah, the dude who's been making all the good games good keeps making the good games good. And besides that, we really don't know much else, but besides the fact that we have a release window in Japan of winter 2014, not super surprising, but the news that people were kind of expecting that others weren't super sure about is it is exclusive for the PlayStation 3.
Which is great.
Which is good. So everyone complaining about it, just stop.
There's people like, I just got a PS4 and now it comes out on PS3. I'm like, okay, this is like exactly what they did with Persona 2. Like, the PS3 came out in 2006, and Persona 4 came out in 2008. They just want to keep their fan base. They don't want to lose money, you know?
Plus, we don't know if Gaikai, the streaming service, will be set up by then. So
yeah.
It is totally possible to be able to maybe play this on Gaikai streaming. Also, I've also seen a weird petition that people want this to come to Vita right away. That's just kind of weird.
Yeah, but... Do you have any speculations as to what's going to be happening?
Honestly, I think it's a bit odd. Like if I was the skeptic in me taking the trailer, like I have a feeling it's totally not going to be like I was expecting for quite a while, especially with Persona 4 linking all the like games up to each other with Arena and bringing different characters in. I have a feeling though that this probably won't do that.
I feel like this will probably be new, you know?
Yeah, like a totally new universe, and if you can already kind of tell by the trailer, it's definitely going back to its kind of darker roots, like with Persona 3.
Yeah, I don't know, I just had this feeling that maybe they're trapped in prison or something, you know? Or maybe they have to get out, like, you know?
I don't think so.
Or maybe metaphorically.
Yeah, well, again, it's like they had similar, I guess... messages for like the past two Persona games, but at the end of the day, it was all normal city, normal school.
True.
It just so happened that they had a otherworldly place to go and kill shadows.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I'm thinking maybe either the personas themselves or the shadows might be the quote unquote slaves. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm also like I'm getting like kind of a vibe like especially with the teaser site because it had like 4 or 5 different like real Japanese cities. I have a feeling like those will probably be like you get to explore all of those different cities.
Oh, that's great because truly feel that in Persona 3 and 4, the world just feels so small, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, obviously that was a good
Right.
example of like how they were kind of like limited by technology and stuff, and like the few different environments. But yeah, like in a 100-hour RPG, like you get it gets pretty formulaic after a while. So hopefully we'll be able to see that. But yeah, like we know really nothing else besides like wild speculation. No idea of what kind of characters are going to be in it. We'll probably have to wait until honestly unless Atlas USA announces something with the US, we might see it next E3. But that's being extremely, like, what if?
Well, maybe they'll just have, like, a small trailer showing the characters.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Like, I'm thinking anything outside of small teasers with little bits of info, we'll probably have to wait for, like, the next big gameplay stuff would honestly be next September with TGS.
Then how would it be able to come out in the winter of 2014?
Well, I mean, the Japan doesn't really have that many, like, big events for like game show stuff, and Atlas like doing this was like kind of like big for them, like having their own like little announcement, because Atlas is known for announcing all of their stuff at TGS.
Yeah.
So who knows? They might have their own like ideas and stuff, and especially with like Sega now being their main parent company, no idea. And especially because it was kind of weird. Like as soon as all these were announced, everyone was like looking to Atlas USA, and Atlas USA has like been totally quiet. So everyone is hoping that all of these games get announced, but I don't know. Anyone else have anything like they think about all the Persona 5 news that has come out?
What Emancipation?
Exactly. What Emancipation?
What?
But there actually was an interesting little interview that did come out. Like there was an interview Famitsu did with the director and stuff talking about the Persona series. Nothing super interesting about it, but the most interesting part was the fact that they announced a bunch of games all at the same time, and he was kind of talking about why. They've apparently just been like ever since Catherine finished up, just basically nose to the wall and like working on this game like
on
crazy.
Persona 5, yeah.
Yeah.
They just haven't been saying anything about it.
Yeah, and I think a big part about it that they probably aren't really going to mention, obviously, is the fact that their main parent company was going bankrupt and they couldn't really talk about it. So yeah,
I mean, I'd rather they like announce something. You know, I'd rather they wouldn't have put out a trailer in like say 2009 and then not like have anything else for like 3 years.
Yeah, like BioShock Infinite, like tease a game for 3 years before it comes out.
Yeah.
It's like how that Amnesia team recently put out some teaser trailers for their game Soma, and then it's not coming out till 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you want to have some sort of anticipation. But, as we've been alluding to otherwise, there are also now 3 other Persona games that was talked about that night. One of them was already known, so hold on to your horses. We thought 2012 was crazy with Persona 4 Arena and Golden coming out at the same time. 2014, at least in Japan, is going to have 4 different Persona games. It's going to have Persona 5 on the PlayStation 3, Persona 4 Arena 2, which I'm just going to call, instead of the Ultramax Superplex hold of Magnum Editions, is coming out on PS3 now in 2013 summer.
So, wait. The Persona Ultimax Suplex hold is coming out this year?
It's coming out.
No. The arcade version's coming out on
arcade.
November
Yeah,
28th.
Arcade version is just about out.
Okay.
It's coming out in consoles next summer in Japan on PS3 only. And then Persona Q is coming out on the 3DS in June in Japan.
June 5th. Yep.
And what was that? Oh, and Persona Dancing All Night is coming out fall on the PS Vita. So basically every console that anyone likes is getting a Persona game next year. That's not next gen. So yeah, we're basically going to just kind of slice down each game from what we know about. We're first going to start talking about Persona Q, then we're talking about Dancing All Night, and we'll wrap up with a little bit of new information, because obviously our last major episode we talked a lot about Persona Arena. So yeah, Melissa, you want to tell us a little bit about Persona Q Chibi Edition, as it's otherwise known?
Persona Q Shadow of the Labyrinth is a 3DS title that features Persona 3 and Persona 4 teams chibified in a single game. And we also get to see the return of Shinji and the main protagonist, Minato, from Persona 3. And
he's maybe not dead.
maybe not dead. And Marie's in there as well, apparently. And we get 2 new villains. Some guy with a Yasugami uniform and a spiked collar, and some chick with a corn dog.
I thought that was like fried shrimp on a stick, maybe.
It looks like a corn dog. I saw it.
It looks like a corn dog, but I feel like that's something Japan does not eat.
Yeah.
They just give them too much faith.
I don't know.
They have a secret love for corn dogs.
But apparently it's going to be in the style of Etrian Odyssey, which looks pretty awesome.
I think it's being made by that team, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, I think there was an interview that I read last night that said that they wanted it to be I think the team behind that is going to be helping them.
Yeah, apparently, like the actual director of Etrian Odyssey is working on this title.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because all the titles we're talking about are being collaborated with Persona Team, but obviously Persona's team is focusing mainly on Persona 5, and other studios are helping out.
We know
which makes sense because it's like it's not the one team trying to branch out and make 4 different games in the 1 year. It's like, come on guys, we gotta get 4 games pumped out in the 1 year.
It's basically like what happened with Kingdom Hearts, except a lot faster. So it's like a bunch of spin-offs being helped with by Nomura, except a bunch of different studios. Except this time we actually know who all the studios are.
Do we know if the art director for it is the same as Etrian Odyssey, or
yeah, the art director is the same. That's why that's why the look is super similar.
Yeah.
And in case anyone hasn't ever really played an Etrian Odyssey before, they're basically like first-person dungeon crawlers.
Yeah.
Except this time, I mean, do we know? Because I know they showed off the Persona 3 setting, but like, have they like really confirmed like anything else?
I don't know. I see them looking at like a tower with a bell.
There's not a whole bunch of information outside of a very cutesy looking trailer, but the gameplay actually looks really nice though.
Yeah.
And the characters seem to be interacting with each other in a more of a comedic style, I guess.
Yeah.
Not as serious as it was in Persona 4 Arena.
Yep. Looks like there's some new shadow bosses. I don't know if they're shadows, but who knows?
Yeah, it's obviously like they've also like shown that there's already a lot of shadows they're using from previous, because I think they've already confirmed that they're using kind of like I'm trying to remember from the trailer. Was it 3D or 2D enemies? Because I remember a lot of the images were showing 2D shadows, or were they?
It's that weird those 3D models that you have now in the 3DS games.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Yeah, it's like that 2.5D kind of model.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We don't really know how the battle system is going to go, right?
Oh, the battle system is going to play just like Etrian Odyssey.
Oh, but do we get to like pick different personas for the main character, or just no?
Nothing is known about like how you pick personas, but it'll probably be like every character has their set one, and you can probably choose from a couple with the main characters if they're in your party. Because I don't think you they haven't made it clear yet, but I don't think it shows that you have to have the main protagonist in your party this time.
Yeah, I kind of feel like you just get to choose between a whole bunch of different characters, and then you get to like build them, like Etrian Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, exactly.
This will be like my first Etrian Odyssey game I'm excited to play since like Etrian Odyssey 1. I like those games, but they are long. They're long and hard to play. I don't know, like, Willie, are you interested for Q?
Yeah, I'm interested for Q because it's like I don't. It's like the that RPG team up kind of game.
Yeah.
Like the crossover RPGs that they have sometimes in Japan.
Like the one that we're not getting with SMT and Fire Emblem.
Yeah, there's like hasn't been any information
on
that.
We'll probably get it like Duke Nukem time.
Yeah, hasn't it been since like January of last year that they actually said anything about it?
Mm-hmm, yeah, besides that teaser announcement, there isn't.
Yeah, that's it. Well, maybe that was just a vague teaser announcement and saying, "Oh, hey, look forward to this," and then maybe.
Please be excited.
Please be excited, just exactly that, and then maybe they'll just say something again soon-ish. I don't know, Nintendo.
I think the Q in Persona Q, I think it stands for cutesy.
Cute. That's what people are saying.
Persona 4 cute. Yeah, the art style works remarkably well. I mean, as many people have seen, because everyone loves personifying the Persona characters all chibi.
I think it's really funny that Minato just has a small, like, frown, and then you just like, I'm just pissed. I'm gonna punch everything.
Of course, there's no way to have a main character without them being angry.
Without them being
Kirby has taught us
angsty.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know. All this is proving to me is that Minato is just gonna show you up a whole bunch of times. I might not even use you that much if I have to, because I don't really like him.
Also, I think a big thing that a lot of people haven't really noticed is, like, we're finally getting a Persona game, like a real Persona RPG on a DS system, which I think is really cool. Which will be nice, because, like, obviously people have, like, held them as, like, a PlayStation kind of franchise, which they aren't necessarily always. It's like,
Nah.
it's just that's the system they've always been on and stuff, I think just out of ease, and it's one of the more popular systems at the time. And I think branching out from... I mean, I would honestly prefer having it on both PlayStation Vita and 3DS, but the fact that I think the Etrian Odyssey team is working on it, they've never done a Vita game before, and they're much more... I mean, God, they've done, what... Was Etrian Odyssey 4 their first 3DS game, or is Etrian Odyssey 3 a 3DS game?
I think Etrian Odyssey 4 was a 3DS game. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so they've only done, like, two
Etrian Odyssey
3DS
4
games.
and that... Was it
The
another
Untold,
one? Like,
yeah, the Untold
Yeah, the
Millennium
one that
Girl.
just came out is a 3DS game. Yep.
Yeah, so they haven't had a lot of experience on, like, other systems outside of, like, DS's. So that's not really too super surprising. Well, I guess that's about all we can say besides we are excited for it, and it's the most upcoming one. I would say, in terms of, like, because I kind of want to... Obviously, Persona 5, we're definitely going to be getting it in terms of, like, Atlas announcing it. But for the rest of these, they're all kind of up in the air. I would say we're pretty likely to get this one as well.
I feel like we'll get this one maybe fall in America.
Yeah, because, I mean, we've been getting, like, all the Etrian Odyssey games. I mean, we had 2 Etrian Odyssey games in 1 year, which I thought was pretty surprising. And, I mean, they've sold pretty well. Like, Atlas knows, like, how to, like, market those kind of games, and really, and obviously adding the Persona thing onto it, I think, will be even huger with how big the 3DS is. I mean, it just keeps getting even bigger, especially with, like, it seems like every Black Friday or fall in Japan, like, the 3DS just grows, like, an extra 100%.
Yeah, I mean, like, the new Zelda 3DS that just came out.
Yeah, which I've apparently everyone is, like, having a ridiculously hard time to find. Like, apparently those sold a lot better than Nintendo was expecting. But the weird thing I found out is they also have a Luigi's Mansion bundle, which is the original 3DS.
That's not good plans for me.
I think that's weird, though. It's like,
I'm trying to get my brother's 3DS or 3DS XL, and he'll get the Zelda one. That's not good.
Oh, well, who knows? Remember, people always, like, hold off for, like, Black Friday stuff as well. But let's see. Oh yeah, so I mean, would you guys like say it's pretty, at least in terms of like North America, good chance of coming out around fall? I mean, because Will, you guys just recently got Etrian Odyssey 4, and do you guys even have the Untold one announced for release there?
I haven't seen it at the actual game store. I might look it up on the eShop to see if it's roaming around there, but I haven't seen Untold Stories. I have Etrian Odyssey 4. I just haven't played it yet.
It's like another 1,000,000 hours. Don't worry.
I know. Thanks for heads up.
No problem. All right. Well, I guess Will, you want to talk to us about the probably most debatable, hyped up game that no one was expecting to come out?
Yeah, we got Persona 4 Dancing All Night on the PlayStation Vita, a dancing rhythm game.
Oh my god.
Which I'm actually looking forward to more than the other spin-offs games.
That is my most anticipated, even more than Persona 5. I'm not even kidding you.
Really?
Whoa.
That trailer looks ridiculously good.
I like the line, Kuchikawa Rise no dance, check it out!
Oh yeah, the trailer announcer guy was the best part about that trailer too. I hope he's in the full game.
What was that line before the trailer closed off? Like, move it, baby.
Oh yeah.
Something like that.
I'll just have to like insert it in the middle of this so everyone can just like feel how good it is. Also, quick update: the Etrian Odyssey Untold is coming out sometime 2014.
Sometime.
That's all NIS said, but it's coming.
Okay.
So good chance of getting it sometime 2015 based on the Etrian Odyssey release speed.
Yeah, I kind
Right.
of feel like Teddy's trying to be all Saturday Night Fever.
Well, Teddy just likes to be the host of like every spin-off game with Persona, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently we're going to be getting that little senpai chick to Rise in here that we never saw in Persona 4.
It's like man,
I
I never thought Rise could look any more sluttier, but man, they really found a way to make her look much more kawaii. Okay, so Will, and I guess Melissa, have either of you guys actually played the? Because this is made by the Project Diva guys. What isn't their team like? What is it actually called? Dingo?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's also like another team that did the ones on PS3 and Vita, but they're not the ones doing this one. But
It's the OG
Dingo's
team.
the one that's doing the original Project Vita, right?
yeah. Which I'm not sure if that's a part of the whole Sega.
Oh
thing.
no,
I don't know.
this whole game, yeah, they've already said the only reason this game exists is because Sega bought Sega bought Atlas.
Yep.
And I think it's gonna be freaking huge based on like how well like Hatsune Miku sold,
Mm-hmm.
and then mixed like because now that like Sega owns them that she's going to be like a cameo character.
Maybe Rise will have like a costume for her. Who knows?
Well, I mean they're already introducing like other like characters and stuff from things.
Well, that's true.
So I don't think they're gonna keep it strictly. Although like right now we've only like seen the character nobody knows, Rise, and the new bro-looking Yosuke dancer.
And then it was you who's got like a
Oh no, yes,
yellow
right.
scarf on his arm.
The bro,
And-
bro
and-
you, not
and-
Yosuke.
Bro,
Yeah.
you. The
Which-
hater's gonna hate you.
And he's got the best swag gif on the internet right now.
It's true. It's pretty dope, as the kids say.
Oh yeah.
But it is nice because like I don't know, like well, what were the other characters? Like they basically like confirmed all of the Persona 4 characters are going to be coming.
Yeah.
Half of the cast, I guess, is coming in.
Mm-hmm.
But I know, like, when I first heard about this game, what was going through my mind is, okay, this would have to either be English dubbed, and then so we can finally get, JYB, Troy Baker, Laura Bailey all just performing a stage musical on a Vita game, which would be the best thing ever.
It
I
truly
don't know.
would.
I mean, based on what that ending from Last of Us, yeah, he could totally kill it as Kanji.
They're all just too good. They're all too good at singing. makes
But that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen in this game for a long. No, that ain't gonna happen in this game though.
Oh man. See, that's the bad part about this. Like, this is my most anticipated one, but like this is my most anticipated game. But I'm like, oh, this is the one they most likely won't bring out. Sadly.
Really? You think so?
I don't know. It's like, I mean, it all depends, I guess, on how well Miku sold, like on the PS3 when they brought it over here. I mean, I guess it did well enough for them to bring over the Vita version. So hopefully, well enough for us to get this.
Yeah.
Well, apparently this game actually has a story. Apparently.
Oh no, yeah, it does. I can't wait to see how it unfolds. Okay, so Will, what else do we know about Dancing All Night?
Other than the fact that they're calling it a dance action game, and that it's pretty much taking place. It's weird because some sources say it's taking place after Persona 4, and some say it's taking place during Persona 4.
Who frickin' knows? All I know is I'm just glad that we have a dance rhythm game with all the Persona music. Because and the amount of like chance we now have for like having like all the sweet like remixes they've done in it. And I mean honestly, like the game alone, like it just looks great. I mean obviously like Dingo does a really good job with those character models and stuff, but I think like it's surprising how well like all the character models look and whatnot. I'm just super excited.
Yeah.
It looks too good to be true. Also, the logo for it is adorable with Teddy and a disco ball. All right, so
But I urge everyone to check out that trailer just for the announcer alone.
oh yeah, seriously. Like if that, I'm not gonna lie. If that was the if Dancing All Night was the only thing announced during the 24th, would have been worth it.
You really think so?
Okay. Well, according to everybody else, that was the worst part of the event.
Those people just don't know good games.
It's because they
I know.
want their Persona 5.
It's true.
I think
Well,
my
because
favorite part is probably Q.
well, my favorite's actually just 04, but you know.
Really?
Well, Willie,
Oh,
you know you can't pick everything.
Yeah, you know.
No. Yeah, okay, fine. My favorite was Q.
Okay, and then the last game, which we already knew about, but thankfully we know a little bit more now, is hold on, I want to get the whole title again. It is, oh my gosh, what is? I'm sorry, Silicon Air has very obtrusive ads when I'm looking at things, and then I just roll over.
It is Persona 4: The Ultimax Suplex Hold.
Ultra Suplex Hold, yeah.
Mega
Can you not
edition.
Can you not forget the announcer when he was just announcing that title at the first trailer?
I'm sorry.
Can you not forget that?
I'm sorry. When it comes to good fighting game announcers, Killer Instinct has kind of just basically ruined it all for me. But yes, the Persona 4, Ultimax. I don't even know how that's worded. Is like the word mixing ultimate and maximum? Do you think?
Yeah, it's Ultimax Ultra Suplex Hold. Okay.
So many adjectives. But yes, we got a little bit more information on that. Like we said, it is coming. They finally they announced it was coming on consoles. We just didn't know when and on what. I was guessing it was going to be PlayStation 4. Like I was thinking that was going to be the next gen Persona game with the PS3. But sadly, so far, all Arc System Works has said is it's coming on PlayStation 3.
Yep.
Now, they're also working on Guilty Gear on PlayStation 3 and
PlayStation 4.
along with they're still working on bringing Chrono Phantasm over here next February. So pretty much next year is going to be the year of Arc System Works being all up in our face, along with Persona stuff. So hopefully you guys like both, or else you guys better start liking some new things. But I am excited about this. I hope they announce it to come out on something else, or if not,
Vita, maybe.
No,
nice.
not Vita. Honestly, I think honestly just the fact that I hope it comes out on PlayStation 4 if PlayStation 4 is a fight stick, because man, those next generation fighting games, relearning how to be a pad player is it's tough. It's tougher than it looks.
Mm-hmm.
But
and you'd buy one of those fight sticks right off the bat with how expensive they'll be?
I would buy one that's not $200. Let's say that. The only fight stick available for next gen is the Killer Instinct one that's $200 on Xbox One only. Yeah, $200 a little too much for me, and it's like they know it's like the Apple thing. They know they can charge that much because they're the only one offering it.
Mm-hmm.
But we basically had a brand new trailer for that, and it showed off a lot of the new cutscenes, showing off Junpei. I almost called Yukari Iori. I keep whenever I talk about the two, I'm like, we got some Junpei, we got some Iori. No Yukari was shown, but it was basically showing off. I think basically it was nice that it looks like the story cutscenes will have a little bit more animation, because the Persona 4 arena stories didn't really have that many.
Yeah, it was just text.
Yeah, a lot of text, but
especially Labrys' story, which was good, but text.
It was good to fall asleep to, which I did.
You're mean. I paid attention to it.
But yeah, so the trailer didn't really show off too much besides some sweet gameplay. But it had a pretty big teaser, and by big teaser, it looks like we're going to have a playable Adachi. Oh my god. Mm-hmm. Thoughts on the Cabbage Man?
I think he'll have cabbage-like powers, or at least maybe his weapon will be cabbage.
I'm already calling, if he's in the game, there will be an achievement for beating him in arcade mode called My Cabbages. Will, what do you think about the new arena details?
I'm actually more interested in Sho.
Yeah, me too. I feel like he's got some sort of weird connection to you.
I feel like he's gonna be like Bizarro you, from
yeah.
Because I feel like if you could easily dye his hair red, part it in the middle, and give him a nice scar, and that's basically you.
Yeah, everybody else has a shadow, right? And there isn't a shadow you, right?
They did say there is a shadow you, but it could be something else. Well, here they've shown off Shadow U, in the arcade test, but we don't know. But they didn't have Sho playable, so that could have just been a filler. So who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it would make more sense if he was, sort of a Shadow Bizarro version of you. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
connections with Adachi. I don't know.
it's Shadow Adachi.
Shadow Adachi.
Hell no.
Or Adachi's son.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. What would Adachi do if he's pretty evil to begin with?
Oh, yeah. But yeah, so nothing else really known about that. I would say, honestly, we're also probably going to be getting it in the summer.
I was going to say, you know, just the comment about, you know, him being probably Adachi's son, I was going to say, you do realize how people get sons, right?
I do.
And I don't think Adachi can do that.
Hey, that old lady really liked him at the store. They seemed friends.
Okay, yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, but like I was also kind of like saying, I would say this is probably the one we get the soonest, just based on the fact that Arc System Works is really good at pumping out localized versions, and Atlas was able to get. I think we only had to wait. Yeah, we only had to wait a month, basically, like around a month and a half to get the English version of Arena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably doing the voice work for it anyway.
Yeah, that's probably what. Because remember, there was who was it? The voice actress for Nanako.
Nanako.
Yeah, she was she like listed like Persona 4 Volume 2 or something.
Yeah, that was really vague.
I know. But
maybe
like,
she just was supposed to do that, you know, to keep it a secret.
Or probably, in most reality, she probably didn't know what the name was. She was like, it was something about Persona 4 and a 2 in there.
True.
Voice actors these days, they're too popular.
So, what do you think the possibility of having Ken is as like a maybe in the console release only or something?
Oh, no. I bet it's going to be like how Arena was out for a good 6 months in arcades, like it is now. And we're probably going to get at least 3 or 4 more characters added until the console release comes. So yeah, seeing Ken is probably basically filling out the roster from everyone else. And I'm guessing maybe one
Amaro, maybe
exclusive character. Yeah. So yeah, so hopefully, like, we'll get some character announcements over the next couple of months. Like, Arc System Works is pretty good about doing that, and I think they have like a test for new updates planned for sometime in January or February. We'll probably know then. So yeah, that's the nice thing about arcade games getting brought over. Like, it's a lot harder for them to keep a secret since they like to test them out, so we know about them a lot earlier.
Yeah, because you got some news article where saying, "Oh, we found this at a location test place." Yeah. So it's obviously going to come out soon. Yeah.
Although I gotta say, I like how Atlas USA hasn't said anything. Obviously, there's probably not enough information. They haven't even confirmed the version. Where as soon as the game was announced, Zen United was like, "Guys, expect more news on this soon," and have not said anything for like 3 months. In perfect Zen United tradition.
Idiots.
I'm just hoping they don't do the same thing as last time.
Oh yeah. If for some reason they region lock it again, that's gonna be so stupid. Oh my gosh. No, but I guess that's basically the meat of the announcements that there really was. So we're gonna basically move into the Evoker of the Week this episode and kind of talk about it ourselves. And the Evoker was, let me just pull it up. What is the, like, out of all the Persona games that were announced, which one are we most excited about and why? Will, you were already saying Q was, so why is Q your favorite?
Well, it's it's another different way of contrasting Persona 3 and Persona 4, like, because we, like, over the past 5 years we've had this argument about which the 2 games is better.
Now we'll finally know.
Which protagonist is better?
The one that stays alive.
Yeah, no, shut up.
I'm gonna say the one that gets godlike powers and actually saves the world.
Yeah.
Hey, saving a small town inside of a TV is a big deal.
Well, all right.
Well, Melissa, what about you? Didn't you also say Q was also your most anticipated one out of these announcements?
Yeah, I definitely like the art style a lot, and I definitely am excited for another RPG game. Something with a lot of grinding and a lot of little bit of a storyline. I mean, I don't feel like the Dancing All Night will have like amazing storyline, but Arena will probably have a good storyline, hopefully better than the first one, but I feel like in the spirit of Etrian Odyssey that they will do a very good job with.
Well, those games have never really even had a story until the last game.
Well,
so who knows?
True.
Damn.
But I feel like since it's Persona, they probably will.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like they've already they have like some of the writers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, mine is kind of a tie. I'm not really sure yet. It's between Dancing All Night. I just am excited about a portable Persona dancing rhythm game because I like those kind of games. But then at the same time, I'm really excited about Arena 2 just because I have not pumped that much hours and obviously like with our fight clubs and stuff and time into a freaking fighting game since Persona 4 Arena has come out. And I would like to kind of do that again, and hopefully the systems are going to be as like dramatically changed as we thought, and Aegis has a actual suplex move because that better be in the real game.
I'm sure it will.
And she'll be your new main.
Oh no, I will never use her. Her orgy mode is too complex. Orgy mode too complex for me. Always sticking with the Princess of Juness.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe try out Junpei. Maybe.
Yeah, I think Junpei's gonna be really interesting.
Him and his baseball mechanics too complex for me.
And Yukari is an actress in Featherman musicals or whatever.
Pink Ranger, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Featherman musical, oh yeah. But yeah, and also in case anyone starts getting angry, we're not saying Persona 5 because we're not excited. We're obviously going to like poop our beds as soon as Persona 5 gets in our laps. But we know so little about it compared to like all the other trailers and stuff we've seen about it. It's kind of hard to like hold them up. And also, the chance of America like getting it by 2014 is super slim. Super duper duper slim. Mm-hmm. Possible, but super slim, and I wouldn't get your hopes up.
What would you say for Persona 5? Like early to mid 2015 for America?
The realist in me, summer 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Optimistic me, early spring 2015.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's about it. And so now we can kind of move into our comments we got on the Facebook page. So big thanks to all you guys who liked all the stuff that we had to present about it, and you guys were obviously excited by posting stuff of your own and talking about how excited you are to play Elizabeth and whatnot. All you people out there. But so yeah, I'm basically gonna. I guess we can all like just pick one of these and see how the time is from there after we discuss it all. I guess I'm gonna start out with Neorin Sullian. Always pick the hard names. I am excited about Persona 5. Not getting a PS3 until the release, though. I want Sony sales figures to know exactly why I bought the system. I am less excited about Persona 4 Arena 2. I need more information before I figure out what I'm going to buy on that one. The original version or both. Dance game, meh. I've never really tried a rhythm game before. And then lastly, Persona 3 4 mashup dungeon crawler with Persona 3 protagonist and then some Japanese. I don't know.
I think that the Prince translates to
non-deska.
It translates to very much what the hell.
Yeah, pretty much. And the last little bit I had to say was, oh, and I'm a little sad about little no Persona 2 love. Trust me, Persona 2 never getting love again, based on the fact that we got a PlayStation 1 port of the last game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, in anticipation about that, yeah, I've seen quite a few people kind of talk about that. Like, also just to answer your question, Persona 4 Arena 2 will most likely not include any of the original game outside of probably a shorter, condensed version of its story, like how BlazBlue does it.
Mm-hmm.
And dance game, yes, you should be excited. That's all I gotta say. I don't know. What either of you two want to pick what else somebody else said?
Sure. Let's see. Okay, so Manuel Argulis says Persona 5. Because it looks like Persona is going back to its darker roots. Persona 4, the Ultimax Ultra Suplex, because to end the cliffhanger from the last one, and the new characters and how they play. And Persona Q just looks fun, yet I said the previous Persona games such as 2 and Revelations don't get any love. Persona 4 Dancing All Night, well that's the thing, I might get it as a joke, but really now, it's not the most exciting thing to come out from Atlas right now.
Liar.
I don't know, with me, I just feel like with a rhythm game, I'd rather get, Project Diva on Vita right now, because I didn't get it for PS3 because I was like, I'd rather have the touchscreen capability instead of just pressing buttons all the time, I just feel like there's more of an appeal there.
Also, in terms of the Persona Q stuff, I shouldn't say you'll never see Persona 2. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually see, like, 1 or 2 characters pop up, or then even maybe be, like, DLC, like, quests and stuff you download.
I feel like maybe Q might have them.
Well, yeah, because it's not like it's called Persona 3-4 Q Dungeon. It's like Persona Q. They're just showing 3 and 4, I think, with all the announcements and the fact that the Persona 3 movie came out.
I don't know, it'd be kind of interesting if they had... I think that it would be cool if Persona 4 was... Persona 2, the two characters from that, maybe the 2 protagonists, forget their names, Maya and what's-his-face? Someone correct me. Yeah, would maybe be, like, unlockable at the end of the game,
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. In Q. Alright.
Or another Persona Q game, like a sequel that does Persona 1 and Persona 2.
Yeah, maybe they could just have those characters show up, and they haven't announced it yet, but who knows.
Okay, well, you want to pick the next one?
Yeah, I got this one from James Nicol. It says, Persona 5 easily my most anticipated of the bunch. Looking forward to what will hopefully be a new cast with new Persona and Demon Dungeon designs. As for the others, I'm finding it hard to give shits about either way. Persona 4 Arena 2, more of Persona 4, getting tired of this at this point. I'd rather it be a true JRPG format with social links and the like. Never have liked the fighting game approach, plus it's starting to come off as official fan fiction at this point. Persona Q, weird but not had enough information to really have an opinion about. Seems to be non-canon. Dancing All Night, I'm totally fine with this. Why? The soundtrack has always been damn good, so I'm happy to finally have some new remixes in there.
Hear, hear. And also, yeah, I think basically, after you played Persona 4 Arena, you either got into fighting games or were basically like, well, that story was not enough to keep me into this game. Like, I don't think it did anyone any favors, but I think the few people it did. I mean, I know more people who liked fighting games instead of Persona get into Persona that way.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I guess I can pick another one. This one comes from Aaron Hodgkins. It says, I'm disappointed, to be honest. I wanted a new Vita game, not a dance game. I have a 3DS, but I don't believe Persona RPGs belong with Nintendo. I also believe that Persona 5 should be on PS3 and or Vita/PS4. And in reply to that, Christopher Crone said, I'm with Aaron for the most part, really hoping the Gaikai service will cover Persona 5 like we talked about. And yeah, there's a large percentage of people who are either like really excited about all these announcements like us, and especially when it comes to Persona 5, like Aaron was saying, he really just kind of wants it on Sony consoles, because like obviously you can't have multiple consoles without people thinking stuff doesn't belong on X system because it needs to be on Y system.
Yeah, I doubt it'll be put on an Xbox One or anything.
Well, still, Xbox One not even announced for Japan.
No,
I think at this point, honestly, the Xbox One will probably never come out in Japan.
Yeah.
Their loss, right?
Whatever, who cares?
Me and Will do. Right, buddy? Xbox One for life?
I really don't. I really don't care about that brick.
Came with the bag of Doritos and Mountain Dew. Can't wait to just...
Really?
No.
If it did, I would just be like, oh my god, Microsoft, you're such a sellout.
The Walmart exclusive.
Hmm.
Alright. I think that's just about it in terms of the important ones. But we did get a question, like at least one question from Alan Martinez, who said, question, what 5 video game guides would you reprint or make? Which I thought was actually kind of interesting, because I've been getting a lot more into video game guides and buying them with all the Zelda stuff coming out.
Is that just a random question?
It's just a random question. Like,
okay.
We're a little question show. So what, I don't know, what guide, like what are... Well, let's try and get 5 guides between the 3 of us, because I think if we all tried to get 5 different guides, we might be here a while.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The first big one for me, I really, really, really wish I still had my Final Fantasy VIII guide, because that was a sweet guide. I have a 7 guide, and it's just like, I don't need you. I've beaten this game so much. Out of just like nostalgia, I really do wish there was like a way to like have reprinted guides, you know, from like the old publishers, because there are some guides that are just
or be able to buy the digital versions of those guides, I guess.
See, I don't
really like
digital
that
guides.
at
Like, you
all.
can just go to GameFAQs. Like, there's no point in having a digital guide of a strategy guide. I think it's kind
Yeah,
of
no, but I mean, like, that book, but it's been scanned and put
like
up on.
even that. It's like, I like just having the physical thing.
Yeah.
I see why some people.
I'm just saying, I've got barely any room for these huge books that I have. It's I don't know.
Imagine getting that giant Zelda box set. Apparently, it's like 22 pounds.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I ain't getting that anytime soon. With the place that I'm living in.
All right. Well, Melissa, what's a guide you would like to get reprinted?
Probably one guide that I really liked that sort of, got destroyed for me, and I would like in hardcover, would probably be the Final Fantasy 12 guide.
Oh yeah, that was.
That was a nice guide. It was big, but then like I would use it a lot and like take it like up and down the stairs and crap like that. And I'd be like, oh darn it, it's like breaking apart. So like if I had it in hardcover, it would be like super nice, and it would, I don't know, be great.
All right. Well, what about you? What's a guide, if you had the room for it, that you'd like to see reprinted?
Honestly, Final Fantasy 13 too, because I had no idea where those
Really? I have both of those.
That's a very easy to get one though, but I will say definitely get the collector's edition if you can find that, because that guide is nice.
I don't know.
I have both of them.
I don't know. I just have a beef. I just have a beef with that game for some reason.
Got to get those paradox endings, bro.
No, it wasn't that. It was just because it took me, like, I literally spent 20 hours doing nothing but trying to find a fragment, just so I can continue with the story.
Fun day. All right, I'm going to kind of cheat for the next one, because I'm pretty sure this never was an actual guide outside of, like, Japan or whatever in America, but man, I would have loved if Persona 4 Golden got a, like, nice strategy guide, but Atlas games never get strategy guides.
That's true.
Like, the last strategy guide we got from Atlas was barely even a real strategy guide, was the strategy booklet for Shin Megami Tensei 4, which was super nice and detail-heavy. I basically, it's like, the Persona games have not had a guide in forever, if they ever have. I think
I don't feel like they maybe...
They might have had, I think there might have been one for Persona 1 or 2 on the, PlayStation 1. Sorry, I got distracted. A giant cat just jumped up to the second floor of my house, and I'm looking at it on the window. Okay. But yeah, that's when I basically, Persona games I feel would be super nice. Like, the long RPGs, I love having just the really big freaking guides for. All right, well, Melissa, what's another one you'd want to see then?
I don't know. Maybe the Sonic Adventure 2 Battle and what was it? Sonic Advance
gotta get that
one.
Shout Garden.
No, I really liked that one as a kid. Like, it had both
pictures
together, you know? The Sonic Adventure 2 Battle and Sonic Advance 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's a weird thing.
I don't know. It was a nice guide.
All right, well, do you have another one?
Not really, unless I can find a replacement for my destroyed Metroid Prime 3 guide.
Oh man, talking about destroyed guides, I have a destroyed Kingdom Hearts 2 Collection Edition guide that, like...
Oh my goodness, that's another one that needs to be reprinted.
That was all the Kingdom Hearts guides that were great, because all the art and stuff they always include on them.
I'm pretty sure I still have that one. It's probably just...
Well, hopefully they do the guide again for the 2.5 and have it be a little more current and detail oriented. And if people don't know what I'm talking about, that's because Kingdom Hearts 1.5 guide came out. It was a pretty damn nice guide, except for the fact that it was
copy and paste.
Basically a total copy and paste for Kingdom Hearts 1. Now, Rechain of Memories was a totally new guide, so they got that right, except for the fact that the majority of the Kingdom Hearts Final Mix stuff that was new was kind of useless if you wanted to be like a synthesizing guide and stuff.
And considering that the amount of stuff that's being added into what Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix is a lot more than what was in the last Final Mix.
Like
yeah.
that one would be quite a lot of work.
I'm probably assuming that the amount of added content they had in that game was enough to make another game.
Pretty much, God, yeah. Like I've been like looking into it a bit more. Yeah, all the stuff they had in Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix is kind of ridiculous.
Gotta finish all those data battles.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously. Alrighty, well I think that kind of wraps us up, but before we're gone and do all of our pimping stuff, I kind of wanted to introduce a new little segment at the end of the show, which I've been wanting to do for a while. We've kind of done a bit with our opening segment, but I feel like it kind of takes a while, and it's kind of something you guys might have seen like other podcast stuff, but it's basically, at the end of each show, all the hosts basically take one thing or like one moment that they kind of want to talk about during their week, or like game they wanted to like recommend, or system or movie, whether it be just basically kind of like anything like that. Mm-hmm. And so I will go first and let you guys think about what the hell you guys want to like recommend or tell people at the end. So first one for me, I just want to say I'm in total surprise love with Dead Rising 3. And if you guys are like, man, those next-gen consoles, they just don't got enough games on them, you guys are totally right. But if you got an Xbox like me and or Will and are like, geez, I need something to play on this $500 VHS player, Dead Rising 3 is without a doubt the best exclusive game that is on the next-gen launch. Like, better than... Definitely better than Killzone Shadowfall. That was a very big disappointment. Definitely better than, like, I would say Forza as well. Like, just, if you're looking for something stupid fun and a place where you can get a giant teddy bear, duct tape it to a grenade launcher and a boombox and put it in a wheelchair and roll it around as it kills zombies. If that sounds fun to you, which it should.
Yeah, the conversation he had with me the other day was just hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, like, the amount of things, like, I started by making a scythe with extra knives duct taped at the end of it, and then put oil on it, and then got it to the point where I had fireballs that shot out of it every time I swung it. Like, the game looks a lot more serious, but is probably the craziest Dead Rising they've ever made. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's my little...
But it's still beaten by Saints Row 4.
Ooh, man, that's a good question. I didn't actually think about that, because there've been a lot, like, yeah, that was my crazy game of the year before that. Ooh, shit, I need to think about that.
I know, I just blew your mind right there, didn't I?
Okay, now I have something to think about. Okay, well, Melissa or Will, do you guys have something you guys want to recommend?
Go Will.
Yeah, so speaking about something else, Capcom, I recommend you guys go and pick out the Trilogy HD thing for Ace Attorney on iOS, because man, I've been playing for that series again.
How much is that?
Oh, it's actually on sale.
Oh,
yeah, it's
really?
on sale right now.
Yeah, it was originally $15, and now I think it is only like $12.
Really?
Yeah, for all three games, which are extremely hard to find, mind you.
So all three games, isn't Ace Attorney 5 the newer one, right?
It's all three original DS games.
And what's the fourth one again?
The fourth one, I think, was that Miles Edgeworth? Yeah, that was Miles.
Okay, is that one easier to find?
That was a spin-off. Then there was a Apollo Justice one, which was a tie-in to the other Phoenix Wright one. But basically what I'm saying is the original free Phoenix Wright trilogy games are on iOS. Go pick them up. They're awesome.
Yeah, total. I mean, and also if you guys haven't Dual Destinies or whatever that one's called, recently just had the Whale DLC come out. Hilarious.
Because again, I was playing for that entire series, and I got up to Dual Destinies. Man, that just looks a lot better.
I heard a lot of people like the game.
Yeah,
I really want to get into it more.
Like you look at the previous games and then you look at this one, it's like, damn.
Yeah, where did I go wrong with my life?
No, it's kind of like you're asking yourself, so is this where the Capcom qualities have been hiding all along?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Okay, well, Melissa, what do you have to recommend to people?
I don't know. I can't really think of anything. I guess you really like anime fighters with like interesting, you know, girls. I guess you could play Aquapaza because it's very interesting and very flashy, and it has characters from Two Heart. That one I can't pronounce, with a feudal era sort of Inuyasha style, kinda. I don't know, but it's interesting, and I like how you have your own character and then you have your support character who will do different attacks with you, or they'll just like appear in the background and rain snowflakes at the opponent, which is hilarious. I don't know. The story is but it's a fighting game. It's fun.
It's anime schoolgirl fighter. Go pick it up.
Yeah,
it's cheap, only $30.
Oh yeah.
Published by Atlas.
Yes. Also, we'd like to finish this episode before we go on promoting our stuff. Have a moment of silence for something probably a lot of you didn't notice, but I had taken quite a heavy hit when I heard the news this week. I guess it would be last week by the time you heard of it. That Atlas USA has closed their official forums. There are no longer any official forums to post on and say where's Persona 5 at. So
why is that?
I was talking about this with Will. Forums are really a dying thing. Like, when it comes to like ways people interact with you.
Yeah, it kind of feels like more people are on Twitter and Facebook now, and that's
exactly,
more the medium.
Yeah. And it's like those are easier to have like uniformed sign-ins and stuff than needing to like have separate stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why we have a Facebook group instead of a forum.
Exactly. And so, moving on from that and talking about the Facebook group, if for some reason you are listening to this and have no idea what we are or where to find us and have made it this far, congratulations, first off. Hell of a task. You can follow us on Twitter. We are at SMTN. Oh, I guess it's actually at SMT Network. And you can also look us up on Facebook under Shin Megami Tensei Network. Nice mouthful there. And you can join our group. We're getting more and more people joining ever since all the announcements. Hard to believe. People are excited to talk about this kind of stuff. And there you can post stuff, talk to people, ask just about anything. And we always are pretty good about replying to people who ever have any questions and stuff in there. And besides that, you can check out... I'm trying to think anything else. We should be back to doing SMT and After Hours. I think, if not this week, maybe the week... No, yeah, it'll probably not be the next week. Just do like all the holidays stuff kind of wrapping up. But sometime December, you'll probably hear back from us in an After Hours, and then hopefully we can have another Christmas special for you guys, and it'll be lovely. And don't worry, Will, it will not be like the Halloween special that no one.
Oh my god!
It's his biggest moment of shame.
I am so glad your computer failed you at that time.
I actually kind of wanted it off just for the funny factor, you know.
I know.
There was nothing funny about that.
Depends on who you ask, but either way, you can follow me at Torchwood4SP, and if you do, I would greatly appreciate it. And you can also follow Melissa at
Fatal Flare,
and follow Will at
Vanus290.
I maybe almost forgot your name. Oh, I remember what I was going to say now, because I'm always like, hey, go check out Will's Twitch channel. Will, are you even Twitching anymore these days?
I should be doing it whenever I get back to playing Assassin's Creed 4 again.
Okay.
If I ever stop playing my Xbox One.
Yes. And you can actually start now following my Twitch channel. I am twitch.tv/Torchwood4SP. Now, thanks to the power of my PlayStation 4, do that Insta streaming, and it's pretty damn nice. So yeah, although none of my stuff is archived, so it's basically you gotta be there if you want to see it, and hopefully Sony has said they're going to be fixing that later on, so we'll be able to archive it and people will check it out. So I basically, all that is just me playing PS4 games and
getting his ass kicked in Injustice.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
Some tough computers.
Injustice is cool.
Yeah. That should be it. I think I might have forgotten to promote anything. Oh, and check out gamingunion.net because me and Melissa do writing things on there sometimes. But I think that's just about it. That's our show.
Alrighty.
That's our show. Hopefully,
All right,
get
I'm
more
done.
information soon. Will's done, apparently. What time is it for you, Will?
You really have to ask.
Yeah, come on, let's hear
Just
this.
tell us.
7 a.m.
Oh,
When
7
did you wake up?
6 a.m.
6 p.m.
Oh, you've been up since then? Oh, okay.
All right, everybody. So now feel bad for Will, and we can all say goodbye.
Don't, please. Please don't.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I don't want to say goodbye.
You already said it when you said I don't want to.
I know.
So now
Which is how I said it.
Now the
He
recording's
doesn't
done.
want us a thing.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? 今宵お届けするのは Best Hit Persona Sound. Here we go. 立世久慈川 from 八十稲葉。おばあちゃんちの豆腐屋手伝っていたみたいですが、この度見事にアイドルとして復帰。小悪魔的な魅力健在。久慈川立世のダンスに Yo, check it out. Unbelievable! Could you imagine the step? He's genius! 我らがヒーロー、今度はダンスでシャドウをノックダウン New Face カナミン先輩アイドルリセチーに迫る物語にもぐんとリレイテッドしちゃうみたいです Wow! This smile is メギドラ音級リズムアクションなら Leave It To Me なディンゴとアトラスかなりエーネストこう見えてもストーリーは濃厚正真正銘ペルソーナシリーズプレイステーションビータで送る本気の P サウンドアクションペルソーナ4 Dancing All Night 2014年秋 On sale Don't miss it baby
There's an episode now. It's in the bag.
Don't get rid of it this time.
Too late. Trashed it. Like the garbage it is.
Oh my god. I am so glad that the Halloween one was gone. You have no idea.
Look what I just found.
For real?
No. He's bluffing.
Of course.
He's mad. He's mad bluffing.
Is he?
No, he is.